And hello, movie lovers, and welcome to the show. Today, I have my good friend, the Pic A Flick Podcast. We're here to talk about the best of the 2026 Golden Globes. This is just highlights that we found enjoyable, and we hope that you guys enjoy this segment. So let's go ahead. Let's welcome Pic A Flick Podcast back to the show again, and let's do this, guys. I have. What's
I look different.
Yeah, you look a lot different.
I look a lot like Ryan Coogler. I just want to thank the Golden Globes. I want to thank Golden Globes. I want to thank the Golden Globes. I'm Ryan Coogler.
Yeah, for having me here. But anyways, man, welcome back. I do appreciate you coming back on here and talking about our favorite moments from the Golden Globes. I know that you were texting me back and forth whenever they were doing this whole entire the awards show.
I was.
But here's the thing: when it comes to the Golden Globes, I have major problems with them because of the categories in which they place certain movies in.
Like the genres.
Yeah. I have a question. I know that there's music in One Battle After Another.
Yeah.
But there's no way that's a musical.
Yeah, so that category is musical or comedy. So it's a mixture of musical stuff. Yeah. So I'm guessing they put that out as a comedy, though. I think it's more of a thriller dramedy, if that's the case.
I put it down more as like a drama than it is a comedy, at least in my opinion. Yeah, there's some dark humor in it. Yes, there are key moments that there are some laughable stuff. But at the same time, though, for me, it's more of the fact that the stuff that you have with Lockjaw, the stuff that you have with Leonardo DiCaprio and stuff like that, I just think that it's more of a drama, crime drama, political drama, something around that area because of the fact
kind of drama.
Right, just drama in general. So, but that's just my 2 cents because I understand there's like 300 people with different around the world and everything. They see different viewpoints and stuff. But at the same time, though, for me, I just don't think that that's actually the right category for One Battle After Another. But I'm just thrilled at the fact that it was even nominated. That's one of the key things.
Yeah.
So, what did you think of the fact that they put Best Motion Picture Drama for Frankenstein, Hamlet? It was Just an Accident, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and The Secret Agent.
Well, I've seen some of those movies, and it would be right that the movie that I predicted to win did not win. I was rooting for Sinners. As you can see, Hamlet won. It's not out on digital yet, so I don't know much about it. I actually got it confused with Hamlet. I'm like, are they doing the spin on Hamlet, but they switched the letters around? I think that might be the intention of it, but I don't know the full, specificities of that. So I really can't say much about it. But it seems like an interesting film. I know Chloe Zhao is a very well acclaimed filmmaker. She did Nomadland a couple of years ago, which I believe got some Oscar buzz as well, and some wins there. But don't really know much about it other than it could be a spin on Hamlet.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know too much about that movie either. And I thought that I got it mixed up with Hamlet as well. I'm like, Hamlet? Okay. I don't know anything about it. But if it's going to be a contender for the Oscars, if it gets nominated in like the long list later on down the road, I might wind up watching it just to see.
And then the crazy thing is, there is a Hamlet movie coming out this year with is it Dev Patel?
Yeah.
No, Riz Ahmed. I'm sorry, wrong British person.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's coming out this year, so I was like, it's confusing. But okay, sure.
Okay, so it has some connection to Hamlet. It's based off of William Shakespeare's family, and particularly his wife. And Anne Hathaway's in it. So it's actually devastating loss of their 11-year-old son, Hamlet, to the plague exposed themes of love, grief, and inspiration for Shakespeare's play Hamlet.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, I saw everything else that was nominated in the category, but Hamlet. So it
Right.
would be like, right, I have nothing much to say here. Um, yeah.
But I just think that Sinners is one of the ones that I'm rooting for no matter what.
hmm
And that's only because of the fact I haven't seen Secret Agent. I don't know if that's any good or not.
Either. I heard good things about it, but I haven't seen that one either.
It was just an accident. I say that all the time, but I
That
don't
was
know.
really good.
It was? Okay. I
Yeah.
might have to check
Yeah.
that one out then.
Now that I feel like that would land under comedy, but that also has drama elements. See, the genre things are kind of confusing.
I'd put it as like if it's made as a comedy, then yeah, you need to have that as that category needs to be made as a comedy. But if you have stuff within like the Leonardo DiCaprio movie that we just recently talked about, for One Battle After Another, I just feel like that's more of a drama, crime thriller, political thriller, or drama than anything, because that's what that tone is. It's based off the tone is what I go after.
Yeah.
And, but there's dark moments. There are actually some comedy moments, but it's not enough to actually pull it off as a full long comedy. But if the tone that you saw in It Was Just an Accident is a comedy where you're laughing more than you are for anything else, then yeah, it's considered a comedy. That would be considered a comedy.
Well, I'll retract that then because it's definitely more locked in than laughing. Okay, that would be a drama then. Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
But so let's go ahead. Best motion picture, musical or comedy: Blue Moon, Magnolia, Marty Supreme, No Other Choice, Nouvelle Vague, One Battle After Another.
Okay, that was making up for Bouillon. What'd you say for Begonia?
It's a new year, man. It's a new year. I'm learning some new words. I'm trying to get better. I'm
proud of you. You did good at Nouvelle Vague. You did good with Nouvelle Vague.
See, I'm getting better. But like, I haven't seen Blue Moon to actually give any type of thing. But One Battle After Another was just one of those movies that everybody talked about. So if everybody's talking about it and it's getting the praise that it's getting, even whenever it was first released, and even after it gets released out of the theaters and it's going onto streaming or digital, and people are still giving this movie legs enough to where they care about it, chances is this movie's going to get nominated no matter what. And you can't go, and you also can't go wrong with Leonardo DiCaprio. You can't go wrong with this full cast that they have in this movie. Tessa Thompson does a fantastic job in this movie as well. I was scared for Leonardo DiCaprio the whole entire time. I thought
Tiana Taylor, you mean?
Yeah, thank you.
Tessa Thompson was in Hedda. She got nominated to Globe for that, but
yeah. She might be talking to me. I don't know, but but what I'm trying to say is I enjoyed the cast in this, and it made me care about what's going on in the movie and stuff. So I definitely like it. And Benicio del Toro in this film as well does a fantastic job too. The camera angles in this and the underground tunnels that they use within the movie itself, even that stupid Christmas club that they put in there.
And Twitter was getting on my nerves because I'm like, Christmas Adventurers, what the hell is that? I was trying to figure it out until I saw it. I was like, what is Christmas Adventurers? I was like, oh, okay, this is a reference in the movie.
Right.
Okay.
But I just think that this movie was a good film. I think that Leonardo DiCaprio delivered his lines perfectly well. Not only that, but the part that I find funny though in this movie is when he's trying to give the guy the code word. Just give me the code word. Just give me the code word
that I like.
And he goes, I'm sorry, I'm high right now. I don't know the code word.
That and the car chase were two of my favorite sequences.
Yes.
And the code word, yeah.
But yeah, One Battle After Another, hands down one of my favorite movies. Probably, here's the thing. I'm going to go through a ranking. It's going to be Sinners, One Battle After Another, Weapons, and then, of course, In Your Dreams with Ish, never even...
And you stick by your choice for Weapons because Twitter is not very fond of weapons. You know, it joined the list of movies that you can't like on Twitter.
I don't care what Twitter says. I don't hang out on Twitter enough to even care. That's why I go to Instagram and Facebook. We're semi safe, but semi not safe. So So that's my playground. I just go
That's
there.
your headline right there. Who cares what this?
I don't care if I like a certain movie. I'm gonna like it. I don't. But those are my movies that I'm gonna withhold for like hold up. That's my 3 top movies of the year, other than
Right.
Frankenstein and a couple of other films. But I was just disappointed that the best motion picture animated movie went to K-pop Demon Hunter.
Demon Hunters. Yeah.
But did you want to talk about the one bad after another win, or did you want to move on to K-pop?
I'll get to it in depth because there's a little bit of an uproar about the supporting actress win for Tiana Taylor. We'll get back to that.
Okay.
We'll talk about animated because I know you want to crash out about that. In Your Dreams wasn't even nominated here, so I know you're not happy about this category.
But although, in all fairness, though, with K-pop, this movie also had legs at the movie theaters where kids were talking about it. They had a sing-along in the movie theater where parents can bring their kids. So when you have kids involved, it's going to make money. It's going to make bank. It's going to end up doing more. It's going to make a lot of money. Not saying that In Your Dreams won't. I just think In Your Dreams is a better story than K-pop, but there's a lot of deeper themes within In Your Dreams in itself than K-pop. K-pop to me is more of a movie that you bring to your kids if you want to go on ahead and just have a good time, stuff popcorn in their face, and just sing along with the music and stuff. Whereas In Your Dreams, if it was still nominated, I think that it would still lose to K-pop no matter what. But I wanted Zootopia 2 to take that mantle.
And that's what I was going to mention. I said, you might get your wish at BAFTA, only because it didn't get a theatrical release in the UK.
Okay. So is there a reason why it's not released in the UK or anything?
I guess Netflix wanted to make the single US exclusive, I guess.
Well, I know that they wanted, of course, to make their money through just releasing it through theaters and then putting it back on streaming and stuff. But still, that's kind of weird that it's not available, didn't release it to the UK.
Yeah, that just goes to show you streaming there. No theatrical for you.
No. But that just goes to show you how limited they are when it comes down to their releases, when it comes down to Netflix. But that's the story for another day. Then we have best motion picture, non-English. Now, did you see any of these?
Hold on, because I got the list of winners and nominees myself.
I have it right here, though, too. It was just an accident, which is a French movie that you watched. So that one. There's no other choice. Sentimental Value. Sarat is actually another one.
Yes, sir. Did you want me to read the last one?
The Voice of Hind Rajab.
Okay, not too bad. Okay.
The Secret Agent is the winner.
Yeah, The Secret Agent won. Out of this category, the only movies I've seen were No Other Choice, and it was just an accident. So I was kind of rooting for either one of those to win. And once again, it's a movie that I did not win, did not see yet. So I really can't say much about it. I'm kind of side-eyeing the Golden Globes, which prides itself on having this large body of members internationally, giving this category of winners a music in the background when they started going overtime, when no other category had this issue, when it felt like they were going overtime. That was kind of shady. But I can't really say much about the movie itself because I haven't seen it, but I'm sure it's very interesting.
Okay. So next we have performance by a female actor in a motion picture drama. So we have Ava Victor for Sorry Baby, Jennifer Lawrence for Die My Love, Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, Julia Roberts for After the Hunt, then Renee Revenese for Sentimental Value, and Tessa Thompson for. I'm gonna let you do that one.
Hedda.
So did you see any of them?
Oh, for the ones I've seen here? Yes. I've seen After the Hunt, Sorry Baby, and Hedda. You already know how I kind of feel about After the Hunt, so they go away. But no, I have not seen the one that won here for Hamlet, so I really can't say anything about the performance here. Again, Twitter, you said you don't care about Twitter. Wasn't very positive about Jessie Buckley's performance. I guess she was crying a lot in the movie, but again, the movie reads like it's a very somber love story that has a lot of emotional beats, so that's to be expected. I don't know. That's strange criticism. But out of the three performances that I've seen, I probably would have went for Eva Victor. Sorry Baby is a very solid movie. There's good parts of comedy, very good parts of drama. It handles the serious subjects in a very interesting way. It doesn't, you know, lean away from it too much, but it's in a lighter atmosphere instead of just being like dread and trauma, you know. So I enjoyed Eva Victor's performance in that very much. I probably would have went with her.
Okay,
Since I haven't
so
seen
you
both
would
performances.
say out of these nominees, which one would you say that I should check out if they're going to end up going towards the Oscars?
Towards the Oscars, Julie Roberts is definitely not going to be there.
No,
Tessa
she's not.
Thompson will not be there. I think Jessie Buckley might be the only one that could really make it into actors at the Oscars. Sorry Baby could get a screenplay nomination, though. Eva Victor, who plays the lead in that, also did the screenplay, so she could get nominated in that category, original screenplay. So,
Over or under, do you think Die My Love would actually be in there now?
doubt it. Under.
Okay.
Under 700.
Okay.
Jennifer Lawrence is good, but yeah.
Okay. So I know that let's go on ahead. Let's go with some of the other highlights in there too, and we'll go back over to the best performance by male actor in a motion picture drama in a few minutes.
All right.
So let's go with the presenters. For me, I loved seeing Don Cheadle and George Clooney, and then them breaking Timothy Chalamet's balls as well. I really liked it. I thought it was really funny and very clever. It's like, well, last time he was here, you were up here. He was 3. So I definitely liked the back and forth between George Clooney and Don Cheadle. I thought it was really good. It was classy. It reminds me of the Oscars in a sense. Just seeing them two up there presenting like that, it just has that classic feel of something classy happening between the two of them that I really enjoyed watching them two. What else stands out for you?
Well, alongside those two, because the only reason why they reunited is because there is an Ocean's 14 in the works with them returning as well as Julia Roberts. I have Macaulay Culkin in my notes, who returned to the Globes for the first time since being nominated for Home Alone in 35 years.
I do like that whole entire thing that he does. He says, he goes, look, I just want to let you know, I am available at all seasons, not just once a year. So I do like that.
Because I said, I can't really think of much he's doing other than Fallout. So yeah, he is available. Please call him.
So I think that was actually a perfect way for him to tell everybody, look, I'm available if you need me for a project because I am available at all seasons.
And I gave the DJ a pass because whoever was doing the music for the Globes definitely acted like a high school DJ for the dance or whatever. It's just everything was new material. I was like, can we get the orchestra back? But I liked them playing Return of the Mac from Macaulay Culkin. That was pretty cool. We need the orchestra back next year.
Let me just be honest with you. No one from that night even remembers a damn thing. They probably don't even remember they were probably hammered by the time they got in.
Well, I do because I was drinking the finest of water.
Was it from the smartest of water, or was it from aqua of water?
It was from the fountain of purified water from my kitchen.
I got you. But yeah, I'm gonna have to let me think. There's actually another thing. I also like some of the stuff that Nikki Glazer says too. Mm-hmm. And there was actually this thing I watched on Howard Stern's show that got. Because of the fact they said, well, you cannot really have this. It's too much Sean Penn jokes and stuff like that. But I wish that she would have kept this one in there. Because Sean Penn's Veins got nominated for the best male actor.
That should have been in there.
Yes. I thought that was perfect. But she went after Sean. It was nothing but Sean Penn jokes over and over again.
I wonder if they had to tone it down because they didn't know if he was going to show up or not. Because I don't think he was at the Critics' Choice Awards.
What Nikki said was she wasn't sure how he was going to take the jokes.
Oh, that too.
And so once she seen Leo laugh at his jokes, that's when she realized, okay. And then she seen how Sean Penn reacted. She's like,
I felt
okay.
like she had to add that magazine part because Leo, he gives you nothing more than a smirk if you go back to the girlfriend's bit. She's like, okay, we got to add something here.
Right. But I do like that. I do like the jokes on for this one. I thought they were smart, they were witty, they were quick. I thought they were really smart. I really have to say, she knows how to go after them inside the crowd. Not only that, but she also knows what jokes to pull from, what jokes not to, because it could be too much as well. But even the AI jokes and stuff, there was like a lot of sexual jokes and stuff like that too that she actually had to pull because of the content that she had. To like, look, this is a little too much. So you might have to pull that one. There was also one where they sat somebody all the way in the back, and so she mentioned it. Then they had to pull that joke because they decided to move that person to the front. So she goes, "I'm not doing that next year if I host."
Okay. Okay.
But yeah. So what else do you have?
Yeah, as you said, Nikki Glaser did a very solid job as a host. Some of the jokes really hit. Like I like the Justice Department joke, the CBS News, a network where you can see BS News. I said, oh, that one. I like that one. And what else you say? Oh, The Rock and Kevin Hart being like an Abbott and Costello for people under 50 IQ. I said, I like Central Intelligence. I kind of felt offended by that one, but the other stuff, yeah. And then the stuff that didn't. What'd you say?
I thought those jokes were actually pretty funny. And then also, too, Kevin Hart and The Rock is actually next table by each other. So it actually works. So I thought that was pretty cool.
And I'm like, what was... And the funny thing is the last thing they worked on together was voiceover work for the Crypto movie 3 years ago.
But I definitely like what she did there. I thought it was good.
Yeah, and of course, the other ones didn't really hit. Like Nikki B. Jerkin and Michael B. Jordan. His mom told me to put that in my notes. I didn't like that. she didn't look too enthralled about that.
I could just see her looking. She said, "What?"
You saw her with the drink when they cut to her. We're gonna have to talk about this during the commercial break, baby.
I have no control over what that comedian said. You're a very nice lady. But
and then a lot of references to Hamlet. Once again, I haven't seen Hamlet, so I'm like, okay, I'll take your word for it. I don't know what happens.
Nikki was actually going to put like a Pretty Woman quote in there too.
Which one?
Was the one where it says, "Oops, I made a mistake" or something, or "I made a big mistake."
Oh,
well, I'm paraphrasing. I'm not going for verbatim, but she was going to put that in there. But then she's like, "Look, you have to understand this crowd is kind of young, so they might not even know what you're talking about." So
I'm youngish. I've heard of Pretty Women.
I watched Pretty Woman before, but as far as relatability, they didn't know if that joke would land or not. So she had to pull it.
You sure they couldn't just do "They Go Away" from After the Hunt? Julie Roberts is in that too. They could have said "They Go Away."
What did you think of the whole? Let me think here. Did you like some of the other jokes that was mentioned with the Netflix show for the hockey game or no?
I didn't see it.
For the hockey TV show.
Yeah, Heated Rivalry. Yeah, I haven't seen any episodes.
I haven't either. I haven't seen it either. But I was just wondering if you like the jokes in itself. Without
they were fine.
Yeah, I have nothing to add for that. But I do laugh at the fact that they got the two actors out there.
Yes.
And they were actually talking because if you haven't seen our show, chances is your daughters have seen it, and if your daughters haven't seen it, your mother had. So I like that the
entire timeline on Twitter is the place that you don't care about. They're moist over there. So I just want you to know that.
But let's see. So, is there anything else? The Martin. There's actually one more thing for Nikki. The Martin short joke and the Steve Martin joke.
Oh yeah.
With Kevin Hart.
There for Only Murders. Yeah.
Remember what she said about that though, because she compared Martin Short and Steve Martin.
That's why I was kind of getting.
Yeah.
I repurposed it. I added to it. I said, they're like Abbott and Costello for like people with a 50 IQ.
Okay. I'm happy that you even pulled Abbott and Costello because I grew up on Abbott and Costello.
Right. I said, well, let me repurpose the joke. I'm gonna do a little sprinkle. John won't even notice. Look how it took you a couple minutes.
Yep, it took me a few minutes, but I got it. But is there anything? Oh, Rhonda Sykes accepting the award.
Yeah, she's in my best presenters section
That was actually pretty funny.
for best stand up. Bill Maher, you do so much, but you should give us less, much
Yes,
less. She should have added politically incorrect for So 2002. We're in 2026.
exactly. And he doesn't even know what side he's on either. So it's like he's trying to play middleman on what side he's on.
But his face when he thought she was going to give him a positive thing, he smiled at first and he was like,
One is like giving him that death glare, like, well, what are you smiling about? I'm not doing jack crap for you.
and then she threw a shot at Ricky Gervais after he wasn't
Yeah,
there.
that's the one I was talking about too, was the Ricky Gervais thing.
Because she liked to thank God and the trans community. I was like, okay, that was a nice little reference. That was a nice callback to his 2020 Golden Globes monologue when he told everybody, thank God, thank you, little agent, and get the fuck on. And then the trans community, he said some not so very nice things towards that community, a la Dave Chappelle. So I was like, okay, that was a nice little callback. Nice little callback to the Golden
I think
Globes.
Wanda did it right. I think Wanda did that part right. As far
He
as
won't
that
be
goes.
back, though.
No, he won't. I like how they actually have his picture up there as that smile that he has for the picture.
And they've been cracking me up with the winners that weren't there, or people that lost that weren't there. Like, are you really making that face? Are you serious?
Right? But let's go ahead. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the best performance by male actor in motion picture drama. We have the Not So Smashing Machine. I mean, we have the Smashing Machine. We got Jeremy Allen White for Delivery for Nowhere. We got Joel Edgerton from Train Dreams. We have Michael B. Jordan from Sinners. Oscar Isaac from Frankenstein. Wagner Moura from The Secret Agent. So the thing is, the good news for me is I've seen 1, 2, 3 movies out of this.
Me too.
So out of those, which ones stands out to you? Because I feel like this. I wanted to see this movie. I wanted to see the Smashing Machine because I wanted to see The Rock play other than, you know what I'm saying? I wanted him to really not be playing himself. I wanted him to be actually acting this time.
Did you want my joke response first before I give you a
Yes.
serious response? My
Yes.
joke response would have been out of 3. I would say Dwayne Johnson should have gotten the Golden Globe, but I don't think I sent you my Letterbox rating. I gave it a 2.5.
I need to see it. I haven't seen it. It's not on my.
He's good. I'll tell you what, he's good, but boxing is not really my go-to thing.
Oh, you mean
So
the
when it comes to
wrestling?
biopics, yeah, like music biopics, I can get more into because the music can kind of fill the time in during dry points. That's not vacant here. It's mostly like fighting and stuff. So it's just like couldn't click with it.
Right.
But he's good at
I
it.
understand. I understand where you're
Yeah.
coming from. Like UFC, wrestling, and stuff like that. It's just not your cup of tea. But for
Mm-hmm.
me, I like that stuff. But I also like the music stuff as well for biopics. But here's the thing, also too. Not that many people know who this guy is either. So, and I'm just saying, I know who he is. But someone that's younger, like from your generation or from the generation now, they probably don't know who he is.
I hope they know who the boulder is.
but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's just hard. I'm just talking about relatability and stuff like that. As far as that's what I'm talking about. But Jeremy Allen White as Bruce in the Bruce Springsteen movie, he does a fantastic job playing Bruce. I think he actually embodies Bruce. He was singing the songs that Bruce Springsteen sings. He was not lip syncing. It's a very different tone of movie. It's more of a, you know how we always see these biopics of the music industry and stuff like that about how they're trying to change that. And then you have the music. Then you also have the manager who tries to change the artist. What I like about this one is you don't have the manager that's trying to change him or anything like that. You have the music industry that's trying to influence him on this album and how much they're against him, but he still has that idea in his head that he still wants to push this album. But I just think that Jeremy Allen White does a fantastic job of it. I think that it's a slow burn movie. I think that that's why there's not that draw there. Also, too, I think if they actually covered a different album rather than Nebraska, I think it might have actually done well
Like
because
one in
it's
the
not.
USA?
Yeah, because here's the thing, man. I listened to the Nebraska album. I downloaded the whole Nebraska album, and there's nothing fun there. There's nothing. There's actually nothing to really. It's a depressing album. I'm just gonna be honest with. He's talking about
All right.
someone dying in an electric chair, putting someone in an electric chair and stuff.
I don't know why I'm playing shock. Bruce talks about serious stuff in his music. Forgive me.
But this is more like your folk Bruce. But I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed that movie.
Mm.
Sinners. I wanted Sinners to win.
That was my number one. That was my serious response before my joke response was The Rock. Michael B. Jordan would be my serious response. It was him. I like Oscar Isaac and Frankenstein too, but feel like he's done stronger stuff in the past, and I know he's got more to come. So he's my number two.
Okay.
But Michael B. Jordan for sure. Kills
See,
it.
I'm gonna play this like sports a little bit. So
That's
let's
how I
say,
do
for
it.
instance, Michael B. Jordan, my number one. And so if he would have lost, I would have gone with Jeremy Allen White. And then if he lost, I would have went with Oscar Isaac.
But then if he lost, he would have went with Joel Edgerton for a movie neither of us haven't seen.
Right. Anything other than the Smashing Machine.
For sure.
So let's see here. Now we have best performance by an actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy. We have Amanda Seyfried for The Testament of Aunt Lee, One Battle After Another, which I thought would have won. We have Cynthia Erivo for Wicked for Good, Emma Stone for Bagnonia, Kate Hudson for Song Blue, and Rose Byron, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. That's exactly what my ex said once.
Wow. Way to kick that category off. If I'd had legs, I'd kick you.
Which I haven't seen.
Okay, so we're doing this like sports. My number one actually won. Rose Byrne. She was amazing, and If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. She plays his mother who tries to do everything she can to support her daughter who has health issues, while the father is away doing, I don't know, whatever fathers do. I don't know. But she goes through it. She's trying to get her therapist, Conan O'Brien, to try to help her out, and he's just as snobbish as ever. And she just goes through a lot of emotions and leaves you at the most stressed you could ever be for nearly 2 hours. But it's a really good movie. I highly recommend you give it a check.
Okay.
So that would be my number.
So if I have legs, I'd kick you. Okay, got
And
it.
then my number two would be stuck. Is either Chase Infinity was good in one battle, but Emma Stone was also really good in Begonia. It's between those two. Because those are the other performances I've seen. I have not seen Song Blue, whatever that is. That sounds like just a shoe-in.
I'm just gonna go with One Battle After Another. I would have went with Chase Infinity since that's the one that I've seen. So that's the one I would actually win with.
Yeah.
So best performance by a male actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy, which I don't see Marty Supreme as a comedy or a musical.
Oh, he's not singing? Oh my God, he's not singing. I'm taking my ticket back.
I don't know.
I'm taking my ticket back. I thought he was going to sing like Bob Dylan.
But, I just think that Leonardo DiCaprio should have gotten One Battle After Another.
Oh, that's your number one.
Yeah. And I didn't really like Jay Kelly. I'm going to be honest with you. I was bored.
And I told you, watch it for me. You should watch it all the way through.
I tried watching Jay Kelly for you. I fell asleep watching Jay Kelly. I tried 4 times watching Jay Kelly.
4 times is crazy.
I was like, maybe this is just me, okay? I first was trying to watch it when I first got into from work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Big mistake. And then I fell asleep. Then I tried again on a Saturday. Nope. I'm like, it's just not meant for me to enjoy this movie.
It happens. It happens to the best of us.
So yeah, Jay Kelly, I'm sorry, dude. I just didn't like this movie. I wanted to, but it just wasn't for me.
It's all good. At least you watched it, tried to watch it for me.
Yes, and I tried to watch something different outside of my comfort zone in a sense.
Yes. Okay, so
So
Leo will be your number one. My number one in this category would actually be Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon.
okay.
He was really good as Lorenz Hart. He really transformed. I'm still trying to figure out how they made him look shorter on camera because he definitely looks taller when you see him in other movies. It was just really good. Very partly funny, partly melancholic. And the movie really relies on a lot of monologuing, which I know is not a thing for everybody. It's not everybody's cup of tea, which is fine. But for me, in considering that, it's more of a slow burn of a movie, it worked. So I liked his performance in it. And then my number two would probably be Lee Byung-hun for No Other Choice because I was selected in that. Yeah.
But you see, though, you can't go wrong with Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke's always going to shine no matter what.
That's my Jake. Well, that's our Jake.
Yeah. I would have to say Ethan Hawke would be my number two if that was the case. Because Ethan Hawke, he does everything he does, he puts 110% in his movies. So you can't go wrong with Ethan Hawke. But
I'm still sticking by him as my best actor pick. Him or Michael B. Jordan.
Okay. So let's see. Best performance by a female actor in a supporting role in any motion picture. So we have Amy Madigan in Weapons. We have Ariana Grande for Wicked for Good. We also have Sentimental Value, Emily Blunt for The Smashing Machine, and Iniga. You can say that.
Whoa.
I'm not going there, dude. I'm not going there. I'm not
Inga Ibsdottir Lilius and Elle Fanning.
Thank you.
That's where I was going. We would have had to scrap this episode immediately.
Bro,
what?
Let me tell you this. This is why I'm not a presenter at no damn Oscars. This is also probably why my podcast was not nominated.
We can't nominate him. He almost said something else instead of Inga.
I can see. I like this podcast. It's really nice. And then I'm so...
Inga. What?
That's it. That's a wrap.
Give it to Amy Poehler.
Right, but I apologize for the mispronunciation. That's my fault on that. I suck at celebrity names. I was actually doing good with titles up until this point.
This won't be a clip.
Definitely not. Unless you bleep out the word. That'd be the only way. I apologize.
You're good.
So, I have to. You know what though? I love the fact that it's one battle after another. I'm glad it's Tatiana Taylor. So
I agree. Tatiana Taylor was really good. Now I know there's a lot of buzz in my neck of the woods. Black Twitter, the avenue of Twitter that I genuinely do care about. Some people are very positive, and other people are saying that the role kind of has elements that reminds them of Halle Berry's role in Monsters Ball, if you know what happened between her and Billy Bob Thornton.
Mm-hmm. They were making, they were doing.
They were making Whoopi. They were making Whoopi Goldbergs.
Definitely a lot of Whoopies.
But I disagree with those sentiments. I think she is a flawed character, but at the heart of the day, she is a revolutionary. She's trying to do something good for her community. There's flaws within that character. So I think it's more than just those scenes that certain people, which I don't think probably saw the movie in full to even be commenting about it in the first place, don't really understand. So I disagree with the criticisms that I'm hearing about it all.
Okay. So now we have best performance by a male actor in a supporting role in any motion picture. We have Adam Sandler and Jay Kelly, Benicio del Toro for One Battle After Another. We have Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein, Paul Mescal for Hammett, Sean Penn for One Battle After Another, and Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value, and she won that one. And here's the thing. I think Benicio del Toro should have won.
I agree.
Or
I
Sean
do
Penn.
like what Stellan Skarsgård said in the speech, though, about cinema, which I feel like might have been a shot about the Netflix Warner Brothers merger thing. Because what he said was, cinema should be seen in cinemas. That's basically what he said in the speech. So I was like,
I agree, because you
that
cannot get singing One Battle After Another on a wider screen. And don't get me wrong, I didn't get a chance to see it in the cinema, but it's good seeing it on your flat screen TV and stuff like that and having your surround sound bar. But at the same time, though, you're missing out on a lot of stuff. You're missing out on the wide angle shot, the one when there's the one shot angles of certain whenever they're following a character around, or those
the car chases. Yeah.
Yes, you're missing
Sean Penn unzipping his pants. You're missing a lot of stuff.
That is not something you don't want to see. You do not want to see that. You don't even want to see the part where where she winds up doing something to Sean Penn, because I know I didn't want to see.
She was making Whoopi Goldbergs. Yeah.
Out of his ass. There's no. That's something I don't want to see. But as far as the other stuff, I want to see that.
I want to see that.
Right. But I do agree with her. There is movies that are for cinema. There's a reason why One Battle After Another is nominated. Why it has the legs that it has. So let's see here. Best. Going ahead. I thought you were going to say something.
I was about to say, well, the guy from Sentimental Value said that, not Tiana Taylor. From supporting actor. I was like, she. I didn't know Benicio del Toro.
So let's segue over to our podcast.
What a night.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I think the podcast category is stupid. I don't think there's a reason why you should have a podcast in there in your awards ceremony. But come on, we already knew it was going to be someone that was an actress who has a podcast or an actor that has a podcast. It's not going to be you and I or my co-host.
Because if it was the Pic A Flick, if Pic A Flick was nominated, I wouldn't be saying anything about that. I'd be like, we are nominated for freaking best podcast. But it's a whole bunch of celebrities and two, corporate sponsored pods.
Right, exactly. So it's not anybody that's indie or anything like that. It's gonna be
no disrespect to those. I'm sure they're cool, but I just prefer the indie stuff.
I do too. I'm not. Here's the thing: we're trying to climb our way up to do something. All of us in this indie world. But here's the thing: of course, they're gonna have the sponsorships, the downloads, because you know why? They have fucking fans.
Exactly.
And stuff. So of course they're gonna do it. But I just think that the category for the podcast is just a waste of time.
Yes.
But is that how you really feel? Is there anything you want to add to that?
You see, I was trying to do the scripted smile, I think this podcast is a great category. It helps all of us. It makes us get more exposure. It's such a great category.
It's fantastic. Yeah.
It's not stupid. It's not stupid. It's not fucking stupid. It's not fucking stupid.
Even Howard Stern thinks it's stupid. So.
And I very rarely agree with Howard, but I'm with him on that one.
But let's see here. So now we're going to segue back over to our Golden Globes. Best performance by a male actor in a supporting role in any motion picture. Adam Sandler for Jake Kelly.
We did that one, right? We talked about that one.
Oh, yeah.
We have, but screenplay, director, cinematic, and box office achievement, score, and song left.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Best director for motion picture. Sorry.
Yeah.
Chloe Zhao for Hammett.
Chloe Zhao? Jonathan? He won't be nominated. I'm settled in. Or not.
You know what? You could do this one.
I got you, man. I got you. Okay, so the nominees for Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another, Ryan Coogler for Sinners, Guillermo del Toro for Frankenstein, Jafar Panahi for It Was Just an Accident, Joachim Trier for Sentimental Value, and Chloe Zhao for Hamnet. PTA won.
Okay, I'm actually happy about Paul Thomas Anderson winning for One Battle After Another.
I'm cool with him, but I have a bone to pick about the presenter.
Yeah, I did not like that. That was really a slime ball move to say, "Oh, it's this one director that I just really can't pronounce," and you get everybody excited for it. And
I was excited. Me and the entire film corps was like, "Why did he say that?" And it would be nice if it was just like a passing thing, but you have to remember that there are a lot of international directors nominated. Jafar Panahi for It Was Just an Accident actually supposed to be facing a jail sentence after war season is over in Iran. So he looked like he was like, "Is it my war?" And then he said the name, and he did not look happy. And I understand. I know how that feels.
Yeah.
Just having that played around with internationals, just been messed around with all night. I didn't quite like that. You see, Judd Apatow was talking about Will Smith could have killed Chris Rock. Now he has to worry about the international director slashing his tires later.
Exactly.
Keep pronunciations out of your fucking mouth. How about that?
But Ryan Coogler, I wanted him to win too. Like, that was my number one. My number two was Paul Thomas Anderson. Yeah, but I did not like that slime ball move that they did.
Yeah, I wasn't rocking with it.
Okay, so best original score for motion picture: Alexander Desplat, Hans Zimmer, Johnny Greenwood,
Kang Ding Ray. I'm trying to help you out.
I'm glad I didn't mispronounce that. I was wondering. You can go ahead and do this one.
Yeah, Max Richter for Hamlet and Ludwig Göransson for Sinners. So I'm glad that Sinners won this category, but once again, this is one of the issues that I've had with the Golden Globes this year. For some conspicuous reason, they decided not to televise this category. It was done off air. Why? Perhaps I don't know. They had some kind of press statement saying, "Well, we're just trying to focus on other things more than that. We're not going to put this one on the
more
air."
Than that, come on! This is the movie that saved Warner Brothers. This is the movie for like the last 3 or 4 months people were talking about. This was a re-release of a freaking movie that people loved. This is not The Hunt. This is not a Julia Roberts movie that was out in a week out of the theater that people forgot. This is Sinners. This is the movie that I actually got on Steelbook. This is a movie that I got the soundtrack for before I even seen the movie. This is a movie that knew its target audience, knew what the movie was, knew the story it wanted to tell, and you're going to tell me that it was not worthy of a televised award ceremony? Come on. Say you're racist without saying you're racist.
And even if Sinners didn't win Best Original Score, I think score is just as important as Best Original Song, because it's people putting their hard work and effort into a musical score for nearly half an hour, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, however long the movie is. It's just as important as the other categories. So it just feels weird that that's the only major one that didn't get televised. So when Sinners wins it, that's not a good look.
No, but I have a question though. Do you think it's because of the 300 plus people from different critics from different parts of the world? Do you think it might be hard for them to relate to a movie like this? Or do you think that could be a possibility? But even so, even if there is a relatability, unrelatability thing in the crossing over of another country or whatever, you still televise that shit because of the fact of the representation of music and also too, the ancestors part of that music and stuff too within the movie. And the scoring was fantastic aside from the regular music.
Ludwig is great. I like Ludwig Göransson.
But F1 for Hans Zimmer, I watched F1. It was okay. I mean, I
haven't seen it.
Okay. Yeah. I watched it. If anything, it's probably going to get best mixed sound effects or something like that over at the Oscars.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's hope it
But
doesn't get best film editing. I hope that goes to a wild card like Sinners or No Other Choice. Please
right.
don't give it best editing.
Frankenstein, I definitely liked the scoring for Frankenstein. I thought it was good, but not
After
as
that,
good
it's very
as
good.
but not as good as Sinners.
Yeah, Frankenstein will be my number 2 for best
Okay.
score.
Best original song in a motion picture. Dream has won. Golden. I Lied to You, which should have won. No Place
Yeah,
Like Home. The Girl in the Bubble. And Train Dreams.
Golden one.
Yep. But like I said, K-pop Demon Hunters, I totally understand because of the fact that you have the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And kids are the ones who are singing this song. It's just like the song Let It Go, except for this is K-pop.
Yeah, I sure Let It Go swept too.
So, cinematic and box office achievement. Avatar, Fire and Ash. F1. You see what I did there.
Yeah. No, I didn't see anything. You said Ash.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah.
K-pop Demon Hunters. Yeah, Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, and Sinners, Weapons, Wicked for Good, and Zootopia 2. And Sinners definitely deserved it. Like I said, it climbed the charts and box office. It has its place. It deserves to be televised.
Mm-hmm. And thankfully it did. But
Yeah.
to speak like a sports analyst would, do you think that it possibly was the kiss of death that it was not going to get best drama film? So they got it this one in particular?
That could be a possibility. It's like, you know what? We have to give Sinners something, right? It's like
Something televised.
So let's see here. If we want to choose which one out of these white people that we want to choose from, which one do we want to go with? Let's see. Out of all of them, I guess it would be Sinners. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Let's just do that.
Yeah, let's give it cinematic and box office achievement because we gave it to Barbie last time, and before that was I think what was it? Yeah, Wicked. Yeah, and Wicked also got shut out from last year's Golden Globe. So I think it was the kiss of death.
But here's the thing, though. I think Sinners deserves it, but I don't. But I think that they deserve other awards and achievements.
I agree.
So we're not doing TV.
Yeah, let's see what we have for TV here. The Pit one, I haven't seen that. The Studio. I love The Studio. The Studio was a really good show. I like The Studio.
Yeah, you and I did The Studio. We did the review for that.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Girlfriend. Okay, let's see what else.
Adolescence. I haven't seen that. Pluribus. I haven't seen that. Hacks. I haven't seen that. Dying for Sex. Interesting title, but I haven't seen that.
Only Murders in the Building.
No, that I've seen. Maybe it'll win in its last season. I think it should get some wins.
But I am happy that one. I'm glad that Adolescence won because of the hype that it got, and I watched all the way up till like close to the last episode. I thought it was a really good series. And especially what they did with the camera angles, the one shots, and the takes that they had to take with that as well. I think they did like one take or something, if I'm not mistaken. So they did a lot with Adolescence. So, and then I also like the other show that I mentioned too, Nobody Wants This. I definitely like that show. But it's about, I don't know if you know what this TV show's about.
A show about nobody wanting it?
No, not exactly. It's about a non-Jewish woman falling in love with a Jewish guy.
Oh, okay. You could have given me 500 ideas. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah, that's what it is. She falls in love with a rabbi.
Okay.
My wife and I watch it. It's a great laid-back 30-minute show that you can just watch and laugh it's a laid back show. But I'm glad that Seth Rogen won for the studio. That's actually a plus. And
Yes, the studio was good. Yeah, studio was good.
Supporting role for television, adolescents. I think that's everything that we had to cover for. I mean, the series. Yeah, that's it. Stephen Graham.
Yeah, that's adolescents.
Here's the thing. I love Stephen Graham.
I'm still behind on The Bear. And Paradise. Paradise was interesting, but I'm still behind on that. I got to lock in on that for the second season. And I did want to check out Slow Horses. I heard that's an interesting show, but I just left that one. I haven't seen.
But I do want to mention this. I do like Stephen Green, and I'm happy that he won for Adolescence because I definitely liked him in Boardwalk Empire. He ended up playing Al Capone in that show as a young Al Capone. Every single time he's on screen, I have a big smile on my face every single time I see Stephen Green. As a matter of fact, he was actually in the Bruce Springsteen biopic. He played Bruce's dad.
He's a busy man.
Yes, he is. For the little 5 to 10 minutes that they had him on there. But
because if he's playing the dad, you can already guarantee he ain't gonna be on there for long. Son, I knew you had a very good career. Another British guy doing an American accent. I know you had a long career ahead for you. That's all I have to say. Papa Springsteen out.
I got to go to Adolescence now.
Yeah. And something strange. There was no in memoriam this year.
You know what? You're right. I didn't think about that.
I was waiting for like a Rob Reiner tribute, but other than Nikki Glaser having on a Spinal Tap hat at the end of the show, that was about it.
I think the reason why they didn't do a Rob Reiner one, dude, is because of the way he died.
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah.
Because
but just to have it completely cut out with all the names that passed, because last year we lost a lot of heavy hitters.
We did.
Just the entire segment cut. That's strange.
When did Gene Hackman die? Was it last year?
I believe it was last year. Let me look that up. Yep. February 2025. That was after the Globes from last year. Yeah. So
they should have put him in there. I mean, but I guess here's the thing. This is what I'm thinking. I'm just speculating. But I'm thinking because of Rob Reiner's death, and if let's say, for instance, that you put Gene Hackman in there, his wife, and other people that passed away, right? And then someone's going to say, well, what about Rob Reiner?
Oh, yeah. What about Isaiah Whitlock Jr.? Why wasn't he mentioned?
Right.
Yeah, I forget people do complain about certain names that don't make the cut.
Right. So if they said, well, we couldn't put Rob's name in there under the context of how he died, I can totally understand it. So I don't know if it was because of that or if it was because the other issue as well, where it's like, look, we already have a limited time of what we can do here. So we're going to have to cut out some of the other stuff. But I think that they should at least put this on for bonus content. Give us a memoriam for bonus content.
Yeah, because some shows in the past actually did in memoriams off air and would put it on their websites.
Right.
Years ago. But that's why I guess you ain't even getting that. We have time for best podcast.
Yeah, that's where that slot went to. That's where that slot went to. Forget about the dead people. We have to put on the podcast. Amy Schumer
podcast and stand up.
Stand up and shout, you dead people.
I bet you can't. My legs still work. Both of my legs still work. My hands work.
And they're not kicking.
And they're not kicking because if you had legs, I'd kick you too.
Okay, I think with that,
we won't be back.
No, there's not a chance in hell that we're gonna be between me mispronouncing words and that. Nope.
Yeah, you went crazy with Inga and Zaho. You did the thing there, John.
This is why I don't do award shows. But anyways, guys, let me see if there's anything else that I wanted to bring up. Good hang with Amy Poehler. No one even listens to that show. I mean, that's her show.
Go big or go home.
Right, go big or go home. Hey, I'm already we're already 0 for 0 right now, so I might as well go on ahead.
You're talking about kicking dead people's legs and okay. All right.
But let's see. Then let's the comedy on television, performance stand up we already talked about that.
We did. We talked about Wanda Sykes, Shout Not God, and the trans community on behalf of Ricky. And,
Yes.
Because if I were a sports analyst, I guess my number one for that category probably would have been,
Call her daddy.
I don't know. I guess I was talking about the stand up.
Oh, I'm kind of interested on what call her daddy is.
Yeah, that's an interesting podcast name. I don't know what
I would have just picked that just to see what it was. I would just go ahead and vote for it.
Call her daddy. But I didn't give it to it.
Alex Cooper. Okay.
I've heard of the show, but
I never. I didn't even know that Amy Poehler even had a podcast.
I didn't know that Jason Bateman and Will Arnett and who was else was in stuff, because I didn't know they had a podcast either.
Everybody has a podcast.
Well, you're right. I just remember when it was smaller. The only person that was big that had a podcast was probably Joe Rogan. Now it's everybody's got a podcast. And see, he's not nominated.
No. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it as far as this goes. Did you like this Golden Globes 2026? What did you think of it? What was the standouts for you? Also, too, what were some of the people that you wish that were actually won? Are you guys excited about the Oscars? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that other stuff here at Movie Lovers Unite. And, smash that like button, subscribe button. Go ahead and rate me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you guys get your podcasts from. Go ahead and visit Pic A Flick Podcast and visit him. And that's going to be it as far as this goes. All right, guys. Later.